Hello everybody, I'm back in the kitchen. So today I'm gonna make this one pot meal. This one pot meal is green chicken curry. So we had bought this chicken just the other day. We were gonna actually make chicken nuggets with it, but we decided to do something else. So it turned out perfect anyways because now I can make this other recipe with it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get these chicken tenderloins chopped up and get them in the pot. All right, so now we are gonna add the chicken into my hot cast iron pan. I did not season my chicken because I am going to be adding a bunch of other seasonings and stuff once I start making the broth, and you'll see. But right now I just want the chicken to cook and get that little bit of, the browning on the chicken. All right, so while the chicken is cooking, I'm going to be chopping up these peppers. These are actually poblano peppers that I had in the fridge that needed to be used up. So normally in green chicken curry, they add green bell peppers, but I did not have that. So we are only using what I have available. And this actually turned out perfect. It was delicious. It did not give it a different flavor or anything, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and work with what we have. All right, so now it's time to check on the chicken that's been cooking, and you see how it's getting that nice golden brown. That's what I'm looking for. So perfect, it's coming out perfect. All right, so I have a bigger pot here, and I had added oil already, and I have ginger in this pot. So I'm just making sure my ginger does not burn. That's why I keep moving it around. Then I'm gonna get my garlic puck. I actually freeze my ginger and my garlic, and I put it in the freezer, and I make those little pucks. So it's so much easier when I cook. I just grab those little pucks and use it up. So in here, I'm adding some chicken broth that I had canned, but of course I don't want to get burned, so I had to move away from that steam. But I'm using this little sifter because when you can chicken broth, sometimes you will get a little bit of that fat. So, and of course I don't want that in my broth. Next, I'm adding the green curry. I'm going to go ahead and add another can of chicken broth. Gonna go ahead and give it a stir. Mix in the green curry, the ginger, the garlic. Mix that all up. And I'm gonna add rice vinegar. Next, I'm gonna add some soy sauce. And yes, I don't measure anything. Everything's by just eyeballing it. That's just the way I cook. I'm sorry. But here is adding some peanut butter as well. So again, no, I'm not measuring. It's probably like a tablespoon and a half. Then I'm gonna go ahead and mix it and give it a taste. Okay, so now what I'm doing, I'm adding just a little bit of brown sugar. It was probably like a tablespoon and a half, because when I tasted it last time, it just, it just felt like it needed a little bit of something else. So went ahead and added the brown sugar, gave it another taste test, and this time it turned out perfect. So I quickly realized that I was forgetting the main ingredient, which is coconut milk. So I went over and I grabbed the can of coconut milk, and now I'm here just pouring it in. I'm over here doing all the taste testing, and I'm realizing, wait, I'm missing something, the coconut milk. Now that I have the coconut milk, now I could do the final taste test. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more rice vinegar, and this should do it. Okay, now this is really the last final taste test, and this turned out perfect. After adding that little bit of rice vinegar, perfect. Now time to add the chicken, and so I'm just gonna be adding that into the pot. Next, I'm adding in the poblano peppers. Next, the carrots. And give it a mix. Next goes in the rice noodles. I get these rice noodles from Costco, and I like them. So, and you could throw these in anytime you're making any soup. It doesn't have to be green chicken curry. It could be your own version of top Roman soup. Okay, now I'm going to cover it up and let it come up to a boil. Alright, so this came up to a boil and it's done. So I'm turning it off now. I'm about to pour my husband a bowl of this so he could be my taste tester. Making sure I get even portions of noodles, chicken, and veggies, and of course, the broth. I am topping it off with some lime and some cilantro. This turned out delicious. My husband loved it. I loved it. I will definitely be making it again. Thank you guys for coming by and watching my video.